Hi guys, it's me Karen and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do some little birdies on the page I did yesterday. We're working in the Posh coloring book inspired by nature by Marjolein Bastin. We were working on this page and I did the birdhouse. I wasn't sure if I was going to do the little birdies, but I think I've picked two birds that would kind of help you if you're doing this page to see what colors you can use on the birds. So I picked this bird here because he's got all the back feathers and the colors you don't really see in any of the other birds. So he will be one. And then I thought I would do the one up here on the top because you get the chest, the under the chin, so you can get those colors correct. Depending on how long it takes to do these two, I might do the little one in here or pick one of the, because these three birds are basically done the same way, and these three birds are kind of the same colors, so you have a female and a male. And well, this bird's just got a little brown head, little eyes, and a beak peeking out. So there's not much to color on that one, but it's awfully cute peeking its little head out. So I picked a female and a male. How's that? I can do this one and then this one. How's that? We'll do those two. Although he's awfully cute. Okay, so I picked out a whole bunch of colors. We're going to do them kind of in warm grays. The male has got more warm gray on it than the female. And we have one bright color here, which is the reddish color that goes around the eyes and goes down the feathers. And then we have a light tan that goes in the feather work too and turns the soft gray a little more brown. I also have two greens that can shade the female here a little bit better, so she blends into the background a little more, which is how nature works. And then we have the warm gray set. I didn't pull out, I don't know, did I pull out the lightest one? No, started with number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, and then I pulled out both blacks because I'm not quite sure which one is going to work here. One's a little, we'll say, not grayer. It's actually got a different tone to it. It's the lamp gray, or the lamp black, and then the black black. And we do have black black, but the lamp one might work. So, again, there is no rhyme or reason for the color combination other than those are the colors I see in the bird. Now, you notice that I saw these colors in this, but mine does not exactly look like that. I'm going to say mine is a newer birdhouse, and this one's been out in the weather a little longer. Anyway, so what we're going to do is bring the camera down here, and we will, let's see, I'm not going to be able to get both birds in the, yeah. Well, we're going to work on this one, which is this one. And I can't get them in unless the camera's up, and then you can't see what I'm doing. So, yay. Hold on a second. So, we're going to scooch over here, and the first thing I have to do is kind of place out like the little triangle here at the back of his head. The black comes down the front, and then we have to figure out the wing pattern. On the bird that I'm working on, there is reference lines, but not exactly a whole bunch of them. Okay. So I've got number warm gray 4 here. It'll try to do that if I block out all white lines. There we go. So we're going to go down and get this line set up for the back of the head. And it'll come down to right about here. And then we have the red stripe that goes on right about there. And it kind of comes down in that triangle that I was talking about. That is here. And then we have the black that comes down and into here. Okay. Now I'm doing it with the medium gray pencil, so when I color into here, that line that I made will disappear. Hopefully. There's a little tuft right in there of white down to the chest, and I do not have a clue what this is. But we're going down the chest. This is going to be a darker area. Wings kind of come down like that here. So we're going to just budge that out. Add a little darkness under here. Go ahead and put that in. And then some lines for feathers coming up there. Our feathers here, we have the two that are standing out. We have a dark space here, and then we have other feathers that will come up. So we'll put a line for those. And on the other side. And then the tail, that is a white line. This is another line, and we're going to bring that down a little sharper. And we'll put some feather lines in that. Another line up here. And little feet. And then these lines are going to be feathery lines that come down too. These are going to have a white tuft, and then bring up some flower or feathers up here. Flowers. It can be a flower bird. Here. And then this kind of goes up on this side. So these are little feathers, and then we have other feathers. Basic. Kind of like that. Okay, so we're going to bring in the blacks. So I have the lamp. Do that. Lamp black. We're going to go in this black area here. And we're going to do little tiny soft strokes that come down a little into there. This beak line here. And then down the chest. See, it's a soft black, which is what I wanted. I probably will bring in the darker black too. Roughen that up a little bit. His chest kind of comes out a little further here. So just give him a fluffier chest. And this kind of shimmies into that color and up to his eye. Notice I have a little bit in his beak, so we'll bring some of that up very lightly. And then of course there's a bunch of this down in his wings, but we're going to get to that later. Going to bring that out just a little bit softer. Alright, we're going to go in with the nice bright burnt sienna. This is for his eye up here. And bring that down. Again, softly into this area. Okay, he's going to have a little of that brought down into his wings too. Let's give the poor little guy an eye, so I know where I'm working from. Always a little different. I have a glaze Sakura pen. It's in black, and it'll leave a little raised area here for his eye. And at least I'll know where the little eye is, because he gets lost in this mess. I may go over that a little bit bigger later. Okay, we're going to bring in a very soft gray. So we get number 3, warm gray. And we're going to do the top of his head up here. And we're going to go around his cheek down in here. Then we'll go for a little darker, the number 4. We'll go around the beak area here. Pull some of that in there too. And then pull some down in here. Again, I'm just using very soft pressure. Now we want to get a little darker. We're going to be doing a lot of layers here, just like we did on the birdhouse. Number 5. Going to go back in around the beak area, around the eye, and bring it down in here. We're also going to take it and just color on that one line that was there. Okay, now we're going to go in with number 6. Darken this area down here. Of course, by the beak. Little lines, a little more pressure, you get a darker color. Okay, then we go back in with the black, and I'm going to sharpen it up a little bit. I need a little bit sharper point than that. Okay. We're going to make sure we get it nice and dark up here. Up in the area around his eye. And down his cheek area here. Darken up in here. And a little right around where it comes to the beak. Okay, lightest gray, number 2. And we're going to put this under his eye. A little up here. And this will go in his chest area down here. Okay. Back in with number 5, and we're going to darken up the gray up here. Going to bring in a little bit of olive drab. A little bit more of the bright color here. We want it to be there, but we don't want to see it so brightly. Then we'll bring in a little raw umber. We're going to kind of go down very lightly over all the feathers here. I'm whispering because I'm using the pencil lightly. That's silly. But we're doing that. Okay, we're going to bring in a little white. Which white do I want to use? I'm going to use the regular white. Make sure there's no color on it. Add a little white there. Going to put a little in here. A little in the beak. Okay, there's a little in here, so I'm going to use this soft white here. Put a line there, and then in the wings there's going to be some, so I'll have to put that in later. Okay. Can you see so far? Yeah, not too bad. We're going to put some fluff marks in here because, of course, we are a bird. And we have feathers. So I want to add a little feathery type look to that. I'm crazy about his eyes, so somewhere around here is my eraser. Yep, there we go. Hit the button. I'm going to lighten this area right there. There we go. That looks better. Darken that line again here. That's the lamp black. Okay. Other bird. Bird. We're getting there. Gonna take the lamp black, and we're gonna go in, and it's kind of in this area, which is the darkest. So we'll add that there, kind of coming up the wings here. And on the other side here. Okay. Coming down from this set, wings this way. We have some wing coming out this way. This one had the wings coming this way. Okay, and we have coming this way. Okay, then down under here. Okay, the rest of that's going to be filled in with browns and grays and browns and grays. Okay, I need a different brown. I need to pull in a brown. What are you? You're khaki. Khaki is a little, I think, more yellow than I wanted, but it'll work. Okay. I hope I'm not bumping this camera. Cord's in my way here, so I'm moving the camera a little bit so I can get my cord out of my arm. Okay, I put a little of that up there too. This is really dark over on this side. Got it down here, trying to keep white in the areas I need the white. And a little under here. Okay, then we need, let's see, what kind of brown is that? Probably brick or cinnamon. Okay, trying to get the color here on his back. And here's the color chart of all the browns. Then we have browns on the other side. Boom. I have the raw umber out, but I think I need a different color there. I don't know. Get the burnt umber and the cocoa out and see which one I like better. Okay, need more room on my desk. Ha 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 ha. What did I say? Burnt umber and cocoa, or did I say brick? Well, we're going to pull out the brick. Okay, burnt umber looks about right. Brick could be used up at the eye too to darken that, so we'll use these two. Take some of that brick, put it up there, and pull some down in here. Very lightly, just so you see a hint of it. Okay, now we'll go in with the burnt umber. This area is nice and dark. Oops, we gotta leave a white line there. Okay, we'll be pulling out a white line here too, and then there's a white line down there. And over there, and now it gets down here at his feet too. He gets a darker color. Suppose he has another foot that I can have a little darker color over there. There, okay. All right, get a little bit more of that black in this area here. There we go. Okay, let's put that white line in so I know where it's at. There. Then bring up on some of those feathers there. Okay, now we can color in that area without having too much problem. All right. I need the darker brown color. It's dark at the top and then comes down into our white. Okay, go back into the dark gray, number 6. Darken this area here. So we're going under the white part to get that darker, to bring down the wings. We're going to have kind of a line coming down here. To separate the two feathers. sides. Okay, take the eraser and we're going to fluff here and here. A little here, a little there, a little up here, a little here. Okay, then we're going to go over that very lightly with the khaki color. And do that down there at the tip of the tail too. Then we're going to take the do plain old black, darken over here and darken up here. Get some raw umber. I'll put some of that in his beak too. Okay, his feet are going to be done in warm gray number 5. We're just gonna trace over the lines. And I'm going to get a very sharp point on, or I might even bring in the Prismacolor black here, on the feathers. I'm going to put little tiny strokes. Tiny, tiny little feathery strokes. On his tail down here. Okay, that's close. Bring in the white a little here and pull that up a little. All right. Okay, it's just a little more yellow over on this side, but we'll have to lighten it to get the yellow in there, which is our khaki. There we go. And there we go. I think their bird looks a little puffier than my bird, but there we go. One bird, two bird. Maybe I'll make him a little fluffier. Let's put a little more gray down in here and fluff him out a little bit. Okay, we'll pull the camera up so you can see them both together. There we are. Now, of course, he has got stuff in his. Still looks fluffier. Well, maybe I'll have to give mine a little more fluff. Didn't mean to make him that fluffy, so I'll take that line out. After we clean our eraser. That's why we clean our eraser before we use it, so we don't get color all over the page. Well, we don't want it. Okay. Maybe a little less red there, and a little less color up here. Maybe we'll give him a little bit bigger of a head here too. So I'm going to bring in some of that warm gray and just kind of bring that out a little bit more. Up a little more, bring in the black. Yep. Play with them a little more. That little white. It goes down that way. Okay. I'm still going to play with it though. One there. He's got a little white mark there on his chin too. I don't know if I keep playing with it. You can get really bored. Okay, we're gonna leave him. He resembles a bird. I got him too dark back here. And then I didn't clean my eraser again. Well, the reason I got them dark was because that line is dark. Okay, we want the medium gray here. And I have to fix that part. So I have to get down a little closer. Okay, I think I'm going to want a little bit bluer gray on his head here. So I just brought in cool gray number 3 and number, I don't know what this one was, 2. There. Okay. I'm going to quit fiddling with him. So, him. They're close enough. It looks like a birdie. As she keeps fiddling with them. Okay, I said a female bird. Which one do we want to do? The one right next door to him? Sure, then we'll have 2 little birds next to each other. So, female bird, not as much color on it. So, we're going to do this little guy here. We're looking at kind of the beige tummy with the coloring down below, a tiny bit of wing coloring, and the top of the head is in more of a brown than a gray. And we have a darker line here. So we might as well go in with our dark color, the lamp black, just around the eye here. Gotta move it so you can see. So our eye is going to have a little of that. Pulling back this way, not that far. These are our lines for our wings. And then the tip of the tail are in this color. And her beak tip. Okay, the light color that goes on her head. We're going to bring in the khaki. Go up from, this is the beak here. From that area. Put this down in fluff. And the back of her wings here. Okay. Get some of the raw umber. Okay, a bit darker, so we need I want to do the grays. I want another brown, so I just used the raw umber. Didn't I bring out a burnt umber here? Yep, here we go, burnt umber. Okay, now we'll bring in the grays. Start off with the number 5. Go in with the number 4. I'm going in kind of jagged like that because these are feathers. And we're going to kind of want to see them as feathers. Number 2. Then we're going to add in a tiny bit of a greenish color. Excuse me. This is the olive drab. Just lightly. Okay, we're going to give her an eye so we know where it is. Because I've lost it completely. Okay, it's right up here. I'm going to make his bigger. Okay. The darker brown again, that's just the burnt umber. I'm going to redefine this area here. And then our black, lamp black, we're going to bring in some feather lines. Her beak. There we go. So we have two little birds. My little birds, those little birds. It works. I think they're cute. The hay they have in their mouth is just a couple of colors. I would assume that they would be hay colored, so why don't we do that for these little guys here. We have piece of hay coming out this way. Other side. And then just kind of anyone that comes through her, we might want to either erase those colors or add a white in on top of it so you can see it. Same with him. We'll throw in a different color, darken it by the beak, get it lighter up towards the light. Color his beak in a little bit better here. Okay, so that was just the khaki and a little raw umber and pulling it out into directions. It's also this going to be this long one here. So I kind of gave you the idea of the two birdies. I think he needs some work yet, but it's just me fiddling around with him. We'll just put some lines into that. There we go. That's close. I mean, he looks good. Anyway, that's how I'm going to do the rest of the birds. in those same colors. And his little feet here need to get their color in them. Those are just the same colors as the grass, so the burnt umber and the, there we go, khaki. So I'll finish up all the rest of the birds and then I'll show you a picture of it completed at the end of the video. Thanks guys for watching. Hope it wasn't too dull. I'm also going to put a little white Posca in their eyes. Yep. Just a tiny dot. There. Cute. Thanks for watching, guys. And like I said, I'll leave a picture at the end when I have the rest of the birds finished. I'm not doing a background. I'm leaving it exactly like the other side. So that'll be it. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye now.